Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is such an honor for me to be here today. And I want to say thank you very much for having me. Nurbesari Foundation and I am so honored to be with all of you guys. So, how do you do? I'm great, I'm fine, I'm good. Yeah, that's nice. But can you just ask those answers for yourself? Am I really great? Am I really good? Am I really fine? Because we have been passing this pandemic since a year ago, and nothing will be fine with that, with this certain condition. Everywhere uptown, every time online, so many massive assignments. That guy said, yeah, really, that's right. I know that, and I feel you. This pandemic, very impactful, visually impactful for the economics, education, but the most impactful one is our mental health. This pandemic drives us to the madness, depressions, lack of interest, lack of self-confidence, and no motivation to achieve our dreams during this pandemic. So today I want to share with you, and I want to talk with you about several rules that maybe can drive you out from this madness and bring us to the spirit to achieve our dreams in this pandemic. So basically, we are going to talk about how to deal with mental health during this pandemic. So now, I'm talking about the core of you, who you are inside your values, your beliefs, your flaws, and once you understand who really that person is, you have taken the first step in finding your unique self, and that is the best version of you. Who am I really? Most often we don't allow ourselves the ability to dream beyond our imagination. We don't allow ourselves to think about the future. Why? Because we are afraid of change. We are afraid to move away from what is familiar. Either that or sometimes we are too rigid to let our dreams evolve. Now guys, I'm telling you, change is the only constant thing in our life, and you are never too old, never to experience, to learn something new. Believe that you have everything already as your prime master and your will to be able to achieve your dreams. So the rule number 1, be fearless. I know I wanted to become a policewoman, and what am I today? I'm a human rights activist, I'm a student, I'm an author, I'm a chairman, I'm an activist. How did I go from becoming a police to all of these things? I made choices. The choices that I wanted for myself. So that is my rule number 2. Let your dreams fly and give them wings. Be who you want to be just by being fearless. Now, opportunities. That's another important part of being fearless. They are very fun things actually. These opportunities, they don't come very often. They come far and few in between. But when they do we recognize them? Our job is just to recognize them and make the most of them. I look back on all the things that I've done, and I marvel at the opportunities that came away. College girl, volunteer, and right now I'm an author, chairman, I have my own foundation. There was never a plan ever. More like the universe sort of guiding me towards these opportunities. And all I had to do was recognize them and make sure I worked so hard that I squeezed every drop out of these opportunities. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called drive. It's called ambitions. So no matter where you are in this life, the rule number 3 is you have never arrived enough to explore new opportunities. And there is nothing wrong with being ambitious. Ladies, listen to me. For all of you guys who like everything in life, I don't think there is anything wrong with wanting to have the whole cake and eat it too. I want everything which is existing in my dreams, and there is nothing wrong with that. As long as you are not harming someone or doing something wrong, don't be scared to want more for yourself than you ever thought you could. I'll give you a small example. A few years ago, before this pandemic of course, I was accepting in a way, so I was selected to be featured at the Forbes Festival Jakarta. My whole team flying in for the premiere. That was a very exciting time. But at the same time, I was invited to attend the Grammy Award for the first time in Bali. Those weekly events were literally taking place one day apart in completely different time zones. Jakarta and Bali. My team and everyone around me told me no, it never happened. You have to choose what is your priority. And do you know what I did? I made some insane connections. Jakarta to Jakarta, Jakarta to Berlin, Berlin to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Jakarta, Jakarta to Jakarta in only 3 days. And I made it happen. I went to both the events and I looked great, even though I hadn't slept, because it took a little bit of extra makeup, but I was fine. And that's not the only time I've done it. I've done it so many times over and over again. Why? Because I don't want anyone to tell me that I cannot have everything. I want to dream of everything. And I will have everything to rule number 4, be greedy. Be greedy for your ambitions, be hungry for it. Don't live on someone else's page marks. Don't let anyone or any situations dictate you. Be who you are and be who you should be. So today, my path is just my own. It belongs to no one. My failures, my successes, all of it, mine. My journey is mine. So the rule number 5, do not compromise and do not settle on your dreams. Now, I want to ask you very simple questions. Here, who like to fail? Just raise your hand. It's fine. Just raise your hand. Who like to fail? Okay, I'll cut it out. Just raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 12. I'm really confused with these audiences. Guys, have you liked to fail? Okay, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those guys who hate to fail, because they hate to fail. But one thing that is as certain as day and night, ladies and gentlemen, is that you will fail. And there is nothing you can do to stop them. It's just how it is. And what you do after that will define where you go. If that fails, I don't just wallow in self-pity. I roll myself in it, I roll around in it, and I walk myself in it. Have to do self-pity is not a pretty sign. But then I get up, cry a little dust, and dive straight back into life. Because the only way to push failure aside is to move ahead, not ignore it, analyze it, and learn from it. Always remember that you will never truly enjoy success until you have tasted failure. And trust me, when I tell you this really does. So the rule number 6, fail again, and then rise like a phoenix. Now, what is life without a little bit of extra risk, right? But one thing that I have always believed, you have to take the risk calculated. Because if you have not truly explored the full extent of your possibilities, you will always remain stagnant. People have written me off several times in my career. Sometimes they didn't agree with my choices. When I decided to open a new school in remote area, they told me that I'll be a vampire. When I signed Nurbesari Foundation at the high on my career in Kabili institution, the risks were huge, the stakes were high, and the repercussions could have been to say at least career-ending. But as if now I can see that the risk and the gamble were worth it. Do you know why? because I packed out those risks with my 100%. So that is the rule number 7. Be bold and take the risk. Now, friends, family, people we work with, the people around us are our greatest influences in our journey to success. So we have to choose very, very, very wisely. So that is the rule number 8. Surround yourself with the right people who do not stab you in the back. Thank you.